created an awesome product, you did it overseas in China, and it's Chinese New Year. Nobody's picking up the phone for a few weeks. What are you gonna do? You just got an order from Walmart that needs to be in their showroom within 2 months, and it's gonna take 3 months to get the product from China to the United States. You weren't prepared for retail success. Knowing your timeline is gonna be extremely important. Managing your inventory and knowing any associated fees is gonna be the pillars of being prepared for that eventual success with a retailer. You need to understand warehousing, the costs associated with warehousing. If you're having your product sent from China to LA, you need to have a Los Angeles warehouse. You need to know how the product is going to get from the ship to the warehouse. You're going to need to know how much it's going to cost to keep in the warehouse, as well as how much they're going to charge you to put the pallet onto a truck. Those costs in between, they're minute, but they add up. And they add up because you're going to need to keep this product rolling over and over. And it's going to be a continual process. Understanding that ahead of time is going to be so important when speaking to a retail buyer. Also, if your product is in the store and it's in the back of the shelf because it's selling and people took 3, but the other ones are all the way in the back, and it's not the responsibility for the store to merchandise your product, then you need to figure out how to get a merchandising team in place to make sure that your product is presented well, selling at the correct retail price, and in the right spot in the store. All of these things can be perfectly easily done ahead of time if you're ready for them. Getting that merchandising help in place ahead of time is going to be essential. The next is going to be in-store testing. If your product is being tested regionally, that's awesome. However, you need to have that promotion done and ready ahead of time. So the best way that you can promote a product is always by giving a discount. Giving a discount is usually in the form of a coupon. So having your promotions schedule, having the mailers that you need to have done, notified ahead of time and on the ready, having the printing done of your coupons, having the USB codes done ahead of time. All of these things need to be done ahead of being put on the shelf. And it's not something you can wait for a purchase order on and then do, because you're not going to have the time. When you bring a product to retail, knowing how the product is going to get from the manufacturer to the retailer is going to be essential. And that's going to be one of the questions that you're going to discuss in that buyer meeting. Having those costs built in is going to be essential to knowing what your bottom line is. And knowing how the product is going to start moving out of the stores is going to be essential to your success. Know these things beforehand. You're going to be much happier you did.